Yo, 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 it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about how to have sex appeal as a man with an emphasis on seed retention. See, the thing is, in order to have sex appeal as a man, you're gonna have to have sexual energy. You're gonna have to feel your sexual energy. And you're gonna have to really feel it. You're gonna have to really feel it at a core level. Because the thing is, like, the more you harness it and the more you feel it, you feel the energy inside of you. The more your outer reality is somehow going to kind of be shaped into a reality that you're pretty proud of. See, the thing is, like, once you feel it at a core level, your sexual energy, you basically use that feeling and you transmute that feeling into into just how your life is, into just by your daily behaviors, your routine, everything you start doing is just is more amplified. It just means it's just everything is just more satisfactory when you do it. You're more satisfied with things when you do it. When you do the simplest things. See, because the thing is, like, if you've relapsed and then let's say for example, like, you're brushing your teeth, or you're just maybe you're driving or something, you don't have that same urge, the same zest, the same oomph that you would have if you were on, like, literally like 80, 90 days of seed retention. There is a big, humongous difference. The same thing can be said if you're talking to somebody and you're on seed retention. You might the way you might talk, it just might be a little bit more sophisticated because your inner genius is finally showing. You're probably more bland if you relapse consistently. You're probably more mediocre in the way you talk. You're probably just more boring, because the bottom line is you're not in the moment as much as you could be if you were to retain. So, I mean, the best thing is to retain and to use that sexual energy to your advantage. Like I said, feel your sexual energy at a core, and then once you like I said, once you feel that sexual energy, you start having more ideas of what you can do to increase your life. You might start dressing a little bit differently. You just might this was physically shown in an example of The Simpsons, when Homer was on seed retention. His swag changed a little bit. He started to wear glasses. He was more sophisticated in the way he talked. He was more intentional about his life. He was a producer. He started showing up early. He was just very more into his life. This is what happens when you start to retain. The scientific reason behind this is that you're just conjuring up a lot of sexual energy, and because that energy is not being diminished through, it's not coming out, it's going through your entire body, and now your whole self is just vibrating. You're just more vibrant. You're more in the moment. You're in the know, because finally have more life in you. You finally have more life in you. And I mean, this is a very big thing, because I mean, the person who usually has this pretty much gets the business deals, gets the job, gets the woman, gets pretty much what he wants, because he has purpose, and he's going at a place that he wants to be, and he's more intentional about his life. And this is the bottom line. He just becomes more intentional because he just feels more confident, and he just feels like he can do things and at a more effective rate. This is the bottom line. So, to have sex appeal as a man, you retain. And another thing is, the more sex appeal that you have, like I said, the easier it is you want to live your life. You're not as anxious as you usually were. You have more of an idea of doing things in your life. You're just becoming the best version of yourself. So you have more sex appeal. Now you're utilizing your sex appeal that you conjured up, and and now your body language, your emotional intelligence, your genius in you is just fully manifest. So now it's just easier for you to go about your day when it comes to interactions with business, with interviews with women, or with anything in general. Your inner genius is finally showing. So you're just more. It's more likely for you to just get what you want because you're connected to it. Also, studies have shown that if you hit the gym, um, the more testosterone that you will have, and the easier your life will become when it comes to like your easier your life will be in general when you have more testosterone. Studies have shown this is true. The man who has more, especially when it comes to their dating life, the more testosterone that you have, because the woman energy is estrogen and the men energy is testosterone. Both humans have these type of sexual chemicals in their bodies, but women just have more estrogen and men just have more testosterone. But the thing is, if the more testosterone that you have, the easier your life gets when it comes to dating and things in that aura, and that also your business life is a lot easier because you're more direct, you're less passive, you're less passive aggressive. Passive aggressive is a beta male kind of trait. Like, you have to be direct in the things that you want. You can't beat it around the bush all the time. You have to be the life gives way to the man who knows where he is going, and you're probably just going to know more of where you're going. Like I said, when you go on sea retention, you conjure up more testosterone, and you're free flowing. You're getting closer to your free flowing state of mind, state of life. The more you go on sea retention, the easier it is to become more free flowing. And the more free flowing your life is, the easier your life will get. I promise you that. Also, to have sex appeal as a man, you have to dress in a more aesthetically pleasing way that highlights your features. So you have to look at your body, your face in an objective type of way, without having any predetermined biases about it. And then you have to work from outside in. You have to look at it from if you didn't know who you were, and you just saw a picture of if you didn't know who you were and you looked at yourself from an objective type of way, you would start realizing that what if someone has no idea who I was, what would they think of me? And then you pretty much have to be honest, and then you have to start working with yourself. Start working with all the things that you think you might need to do to adjust yourself. And then eventually you're going to look better, and this is going to hold some weight in if we're talking about dating, because being more attractive, it just gets your foot in the door. It makes things a lot easier, because the thing is, like, if you're on seed retention and you're a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to look at, you can say the same thing as the next person, but just because you're saying it holds more weight. It means more to her. Your opinions matter to her a lot more. This is the difference. This is the bottom line. This is what happens when you start becoming a very alpha type of man. So the choice is yours. You will start having a lot of sex appeal. The bottom line is you conjure up enough sex energy in your life, and then you start transmuting it through your behaviors. Your behaviors start talking for yourself. Your subconscious literally can help you in your dating life if you do things properly. If you conjure up enough sexual energy, all of that sexual energy, pent up ejaculate, is going to go through your whole body. It's going to go through your brain. It's going to start it's going to rewire your brain. You're going to start looking at life with a different perspective. And the more you look at life with a different perspective, you start to make different changes in your habits. And eventually your life is going to mirror the exact picture that you had in your mind. All of this takes work. All of this takes discipline, but it is definitely worth it. You're going to have sex appeal. You're going to be the best version of yourself. You're going to be attracted to any single person. You're going to have a lot of things going on for yourself. That's the bottom line. You have to have things going on for yourself. The more things you can have, plenty more things that you can have going on for yourself, it's harder to be in scarcity, because a guy has one thing going on for himself. He has one girl that he's depending on. And like I said, if you're depending on one thing, it's too close to zero. It can never really, it may work out, but sometimes it's most likely just not gonna it's not gonna work out as you plan it in your head. You can't depend on other people to create your happiness. You have to create your happiness for yourself. You have to be so in love with your life and yourself. Then Eventually you can bring somebody along the ride just because it's fun for you to have her around, but you're not depending on her, you're not needing her, if that makes sense. You're going to have a lot of sex appeal. You're going to literally transform your life when you go on retention, but you can relapse and then stay the same. You either relapse and stay the same, or you hold and you transmute and you change your habits and you become better. You become better. So like I said, you will have more sex appeal, you will become a better version of yourself, and you will just become more attractive in general. And anybody who sees this attractiveness, you go up and you approach them, and the people who are meant to be in your life will stick around. The people who aren't meant to be in your life will dissipate. This is the laws of the universe. We live in a harmonious ways with the universe. You're either swimming with the current or you're swimming against the current. It's up to you. If this video held any value for you, like the video. Make sure you go, because the algorithm, if you comment, if there's more engagement on these type of videos, they're going to recommend it to more people, and that's going to make me want to make more videos about the topics that you guys usually like to engage with. So make sure you comment something. Just comment something. Subscribe down below. And also, if you have any questions about things in life, semen retention, or some things in general, you can shoot me a video down below, and then I will over-deliver with my answers that I am bringing to you guys. It's time to over-deliver, and it's time to become the best versions of ourselves, so we can literally live the life that we dreamt of. Remember who you wanted to be before the world told you what to be. We lit.